Welcome to Hi Channel. Today, come along with us on a full-day adventure through one of Ontario's most beloved parks, Killbear Provincial Park. We begin with our first hike of the day on the Lighthouse Point Trail, following its gentle path to the rocky shore of the Big Sound Georgian Bay, where breathtaking panoramic views open up across the water. After soaking in the scenery, we head over to the Discovery Center and the Friends of Kilbear Nature Shop, just in time for a live staff presentation about the park's wildlife, including a hands-on moment with a live snake. After a quick picnic lunch, we drive to the very end of the park road to start the Lighthouse Point Trail, a loop often considered Kilbear's signature hike. We spend time exploring the picturesque lighthouse area, take photos at the Kilbear Point sign, and even search for the story behind its unusual spelling. With the afternoon sun high, we launch our kayak from the Lighthouse Beach, paddling away from the point to avoid the largest waves, then cool off with a refreshing swim back at the beach. Clean and recharged after a shower at our campsite, we finish the day at Herald Point. From the campground parking, we watch adventurous visitors cliff jumping into the bay, then hike over to Sunset Rocks to see the famous windswept, the tree, framed against a glowing Georgian Bay sunset. It's the perfect ending to a perfect day at Killbear Provincial Park, full of hiking, wildlife, paddling, swimming, and unforgettable views. We're so happy to share it with you. If you enjoy the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel.
today, this is Juniper, our eastern fox snake. So if you look at her, you might have seen our friend downstairs, Russ. He looks very similar to Juniper, does he not? Yeah. Does anyone know how we might tell them apart since they look so similar? You guys have any ideas? Yeah, so if we look at Juniper, she doesn't have a rattle because she's a fox snake, but our rattlesnake downstairs has a rattle. And our fox snakes do something pretty cool. Since they are with our rattlesnakes in the same forest, they've learned to shake their tail the same way, at the same frequency. So when her tail hits some dead leaves, it sounds the exact same. But sometimes, if that happens, it's hard to, you can't see them, you don't know who it is. So if you look at Juniper, on her back, her blotches are rectangular. Can you see that? Rectangular kind of snake shape. On Russ, they're more of a bow tie, or like a butterfly shape. Also, if you look at her belly, this way, she has a checkerboard pattern, whereas Russ, our rattlesnake, he has a solid colored body. Another indicator, if you look at Juniper's head, you can kind of see it there, her head is flush with the rest of her body, and that's because she doesn't have any venom sacs. Whereas our rattlesnake, he has venom sacs, so his head is triangular and sticks out a bit from his head. Another thing, Juniper's head is pretty copper color, so that's sometimes why they get the name copperhead. But really, Russ, on his head, he has 2 stripes down his cheek, which indicates that he is a rattlesnake. Now, our rattlesnakes and our fox snakes both are species at risk. Does anyone know what that means? Yeah.
Species that are going to die.
Yeah, exactly. So these snakes are at risk of dying, and we're going to lose their population. So our snake program here, we do these snake talks to teach others about them. Because years ago, when the park first opened, we used to kill our rattlesnakes and our fox snakes, thinking they were hurting our campers and were dangerous. But now we've learned they're not too bad. Does anyone know why our population also might have been decreasing? Yeah.
Loss of habitat?
Yeah, exactly. So there's been lots of development along the shore, which is where our rattlesnakes live. They live about 150 meters around the shore, near rocky and bushes. And another one is road mortality. So on our roads, our rattlesnakes and our fox snakes, most of our species of snakes, they die on the roads because people don't stop to break for snakes. They just run them over not thinking about it. So we ask our campers, anytime you see a snake on the road, stop, let it cross the road, and then continue on. Now, you might have noticed while you were driving it, there's a snake fence all along the side of the road. It's probably about this knee high. Did anyone see it? Yeah? No? Well, take a look next time. Look in the bush, and you'll see it. It's about this high, and it's probably all black or gray. And that's to make sure our snakes don't go on the road, so they can avoid being hit. If you would have been down the Davies Road or Blind Bay Road, you would have driven over some big grates across the road. Did anyone drive past those? Yeah, those are called our eco passages. That's so the snakes can cross under the road without getting hit, rather than going on top of our road. Our snakes here, our fox snakes, are such a cool snake because we call them the triathletes of the park. And that's because they can slither on the ground, they can climb trees, and they can swim, which is pretty cool. Does anyone know why they might want to climb trees?
So then they can be higher than the rattlesnake.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, what else?
To escape from predators or to watch for predators, then they strike?
Yeah, exactly. So our fox snakes like to climb so they can stay away from predators, but also because they like to eat baby birds and bird eggs. They also like to eat rodents, but sometimes they're not always in the trees. And our fox snakes, they're constrictors. If you can see, she's kind of using me like a tree. She can slither her way up. And that's what she does to her prey as well. She constricts them to stop their heart, and then she can eat them whole. The cool thing about these about our snakes, they don't have hinged jaws. Their jaws can open as wide as they want. They can eat anything. And our fox snakes here, they are the biggest snake we have in the park. They can get up to 6 feet tall, which is taller than me. Probably about this tall. I'm almost 6 foot, I promise. Does anyone want to touch the snake? No. Yeah, okay. We're going to use 2 fingers like this. We're going to go down with her scales because it would hurt her otherwise. We went with the other direction. And we're going to use 2 fingers. We're going to go down. And we're not going to go near her head because we wouldn't like if someone was in our face, right? Right. Okay, if we want to make a line right here, you guys can come forward and then you touch her. You're going to touch her? She's very friendly. We're going to go this way. Yeah. Super soft.